going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. So, quick update. Basically, NZD, I'm up. Haven't touched that yet. Aussie USD, I sold, just like I said I was, as soon as the market opened. Up here. And as soon as we were here, I put a stop loss somewhere here. And red flag news came out, and we got this nice drop immediately. And then I was like, sweet. Closed my phone, and then price launched up and stopped me out. $35 profit. I'm like, okay, well, let's just see what happens. And I just left it alone. But I started looking at the red flag news. What's coming? We have red flag news tomorrow. And honestly, what I think is going on, because you notice where price is. Price is at a major trend line. A major level. And it's like we either break out or we reject. I do not, like, honestly, and this is why, this is the only reason I re-entered this trade right here. Around about where I got out. Where I got stopped out. Because, like I say, this is a major level. And what's going to make or break that level, in my mind, is next Wednesday we have the Fed meeting. That's what's going to break that level. Or reject off of that level. So, I don't, and it's been slow. Market has been slow. So I think the market's just going to kind of bounce around. Tomorrow we got red flag news early, which may cause a little bit of volatility, which is good, and we can make some money or lose some money. But I do not see price breaking out of here in a major way until next Wednesday. So price made a move down and came back up close to it. We got a bit of a tail on this candle. I just didn't notice it until now, and then I just jumped in. Because I think this is, and even if this comes up for one more, I'm going to hold this. Because I think that's going down. And what I'm thinking, right, and this will probably help it make sense. If we look at NZD and imagine, right, imagine for a second that this is the big level right here that we either need to break out of or reject from. And the news for that is next Wednesday. So we have two more days this week and then 3 days next week. So I would imagine that price is just going to bounce around, you know, do not much. So I'm thinking maybe tomorrow's red flag news pushes NZD USD to the downside. And maybe it's Thursday and Friday, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking price will move down. You know, find support down here by this trend line somewhere. And then we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Son of a gun, we're back up here retesting that trend line. And potentially this double top that was left almost seems like, okay, we got everyone short here and here. So let's go down, make them think that it's going to break. We'll come back up and stop them out and then go down. That's kind of what it looks like. So this is a major liquidity sitting above this double top right now. And I'm not the only one. There's probably a shit ton of traders that have, you know, stop losses and sell orders above this double top. So if they're going to move the market down, they're going to come up and grab the money and then go. So they're not the only ones, you know. So for now, I have my stop loss to break even on NZD. And if we can get one more push to the downside, I'm going to take profit here at $148 profit. And then I'm going to look for a buy. If price plays out the way I think it is. If something else screwy happens and it doesn't look like what I'm saying, then I might cancel the take profit and change things. But I'm saying if we get another nice juicy move to the downside tomorrow into Friday, I'm going to take it and look for a buy for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then look to sell above this double top again to the downside. Aussie USD. Yeah, check this out, right? So if we go to the 4 hour, do you see this? I put a yellow line there. Just, it's exact, right? Resistance, 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 false break. And look at, we danced on that level back there, like kept acting as support. So it seems like NZD, even if it's going higher, regardless, even if this is going higher, I still think it's going to come down and test that level, because this was resistance for the longest time. And then we broke out, and we have not retested that level yet. So I see, if we draw some lines here, close price, it looks like price is kind of channeling, expanding to the downside here. So I'm thinking Aussie USD will get one more leg like this, or maybe it's a move, correction, move, or something like that. But we come down and test this area. So I'm going to be looking to take profit, and immediately after look for a buy. Even if it's on Friday, because then we'll be making the interest for holding Aussie all weekend. I don't mind. So look for a buy down here, potentially, depending on how candles fall, and ride this all the way back up. And who knows, we might come up and test like this daily area here. Stopping these people out. Little false break of the trend line, and then potentially a move to the downside. But yeah, I don't know. It's a little more clear on NZD than Aussie, because they kind of move a little bit differently sometimes. Like Aussie's more bullish than NZD, but NZD's more bearish usually, but not all the time. But yeah, as of right now, that is my plan, unless something crazy happens. So the Fed meeting next Wednesday, word on the street is they're going to raise interest rates again, or even talk about raising interest rates again, which would be a rejection or respect of the trend line. And that would mean things are going to get worse. And I don't know about you guys, but work's slowing down big time. My boss is freaking out, man. Like freaking out. He's like, and he's a huge Democrat. Like voted for Biden, completely oblivious to everything that's going on. Doesn't care, And he's getting so desperate that he's gonna actually rent out half of his house, like essentially having roommates, because it's gonna be a shared kitchen, shared bathrooms. But he'll have 2 rooms and a living room, and his tenants or his roommates will have 2 rooms and a living room, and they all share bathrooms and kitchen and dining room. I mean, that seems pretty desperate for money. And he's like, oh my God, we're broke. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. Like, the phone used to always ring. I was turning down jobs, and now I can't find jobs. Like, I'm searching for them, and I'm bidding jobs out. I bid out a basement for $47,000, and then some other company came in and bid it for $27,000. How am I going to compete with that? Like, I don't understand what's going on. And I'm like, dude, you have no idea? You didn't see this coming? Like, I saw this coming a long time ago. And he's like, I don't want to hear your conspiracy theories. I'm like, dude, you got millions and millions of people pouring over the border. What field of work do you think they're going to go into first? Construction, and you wonder why you're being underbid. You voted for this, not me. You made your bed, now lie in it. I wonder when enough people are going to be like, politics second, money first. Follow the money, politics second, and I think the country would be a lot better, but whatever. See you later.